Well, one thing about this segment is we believe in nutritious value, and today we have all 4 food groups. We've got good, great, delicious, and absolutely phenomenal. I think those are the 4 food groups. I can't remember.
I guess. It's close enough.
Welcome back to the Farm Monitor and to another edition of Meals from the Field. Yes, joining me as always, somebody that is both good and great. That would be my good friend and my great friend, MARCIA Crowley. Good to see you again. But no, actually today we are, we pretty much have, I think, all 4.
Everything, yeah.
We're pretty close. We've even got the dessert going on.
Yep.
We've got pork going on. We don't do a lot of pork.
We don't do a lot.
But today, and of course, the first thing I asked you was like, oh, is that like coconut chicken? And you're like, no, Ray, that's pork. And let me do my job and we'll get to it. And I'm like, okay, Marcia. So, but no, tell us what we got today.
All right, we're doing a sheet pan dinner. They're like all the rage right now. So I've already kind of pre-cooked some potatoes because they take a little longer. These are pork chops that I've already battered those. So you're going to dip the pork chop in buttermilk and pepper and a little bit of hot sauce. Drip that off a little bit. I know everybody knows how to batter stuff, but you're learning it again. You're going to dip that in a mixture of panko breadcrumbs in there with the regular breadcrumbs. Then those are Japanese breadcrumbs, by the way.
Bring that over here if you don't mind, because
I always, it's kind of out of the way.
And what you need to teach me is I always put too much crusting on and it winds up burning. So do you like slap a bunch on?
No,
or you
just a small layer.
Okay, small layer.
All right, and we're going to put that on if you've got a pan that's got a roasting pan, you can put the chops on top of it to kind of help them crisp up on the bottom fine. If not, just a regular sheet pan will work.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to put that on here, and you're going to refrigerate those pork chops for like 30 minutes before you bake them, and that'll help the crust adhere to it.
Oh.
Okay, so I've told you these have already been in the oven for like 10 minutes. We're going to add to that some green beans that have been tossed with olive oil. Like I said, we're roasting everything. That's what makes this so easy.
Okay.
Roasting everything. So it's easy cleanup. And the mushrooms, which I forgot to put on the first time. So.
And olive oil is all the rage now,
Olive oil is all the rage.
Of course, that's big business here in Georgia now.
And you could swap out the vegetables if you wanted. You could use broccoli or cauliflower or whatever you wanted. All right, and you're going to bake this an additional 20 minutes in the oven altogether. Like I said, the potatoes had a head start. And you just bake this for like 20 minutes and you're done.
Okay.
Like I said, it's very, very easy.
But the secret is, like you said, or the key is to put the chops or the pork in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes.
That will make a big difference. Let me just move some of these things out of the way.
Is it dessert time yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
But you're going to love that dessert.
Darn it.
All right, we're also doing a wedge salad, which obviously is iceberg lettuce cut in wedges. But we are making a homemade blue cheese dressing with it.
Okay.
This is sour cream, like a quarter cup of sour cream. And of course, all these will be on your website.
Do you not like me anymore? Because you're like awfully far.
Oh, I don't mean to.
You're like awfully far away from me today.
Well, I'm probably out of the camera as well. Half a cup of mayonnaise. I told you I'm not working on all cylinders today, which is not unusual. A quarter of a cup of red wine vinegar. A quarter of a cup of buttermilk. And the other good thing about this combination of recipes is when you buy buttermilk, I end up throwing half of it away. So you've got buttermilk in the salad dressing, buttermilk on the pork chops, and then this is 8 ounces of crumbled blue cheese. And you're just going to stir all that up, refrigerate it before you serve it.
And spill it all over your
stove
top top?
Yep, spill it everywhere. That makes it even better. Oh, and that has a little bit of sugar in it too.
Okay.
All right, this is a brownie pie. This is to die for. All right, I've melted the butter in there. Obviously, I remembered to do that this time. You're going to add to that a quarter of a cup of cocoa plus 2 tablespoons.
So a quarter of a cup plus 2 tablespoons. Okay.
A quarter of a cup of all-purpose flour. Oh, that's a half cup of butter in there. A cup of sugar.
I just cleaned this stovetop
I
before
know,
we
look
started.
at me.
Okay?
I've been dropping everything today. You should see the floor underneath my feet. That's a cup of sugar, 2 eggs slightly beaten, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And you just mix all that up. You put it in a pie plate and you bake it for 15 minutes until it's done. It is so easy.
That even I can do it.
You can even do that. I think when they invented the saying easy as pie, this is what they were talking about. It's so good with vanilla ice cream or whipped cream or whatever. It's really, really good.
How many
And you
does
can-
that serve, depending
will
on
be-
your appetite?
Yeah, I would say 6.
Okay.
And you can add pecans to this. You know, it's just really, really good.
That would
Really-
be good, pecans.
Pecans would be really good in
really
there.
good.
But very easy. And like I said, the sheet pan meal is all the rage.
And we do want to thank, we had actually a viewer write in from Minnesota.
Oh,
You
yeah,
were
that was so nice.
thankful that she did that. She was very, very complimentary of your recipe. So
That's
thank you
good.
very much. And of course, folks, you can make all this yourself as well, easily just by logging on to farm-monitor.com. Every single recipe is on there that we have done since 2013, I believe. We've been doing this,
wonder how many
again,
are
we're
in there.
celebrating 7, 8 years or going into
Yeah.
our 8th year. So hopefully it continues. Keep those comments coming in. We want to know that we are reaching you. We want to know how your recipes come out. Hey, you know what? Send us pictures if you want to send us some pictures of your recipes as well.
Yeah,
You know, we'll
that'd
put them
be
up there.
good.
I'll show them to Marcia. Make her feel all good again. So,
Thanks.
as always, good to see you,
Thank you,
Marcia.
Ray.
Thank you, and thank you for watching. We shall see you next month.